My name is Jared, and I may look totally healthy on the outside, but I suffer from a chronic illness.
Jared was born with a kidney disorder, and it was diagnosed when he was 7 days old. And through that, he had a number of operations, 6, 7, 8 operations, just to assist him in living without dialysis or without a transplant. One of his kidneys did have partial function, and it sustained him until he was 11 years old.
The kidneys perform many functions. The most important of these are controlling the fluid and balance in our bodies, controlling the chemical composition, electrolytes and balance of our blood, removing the waste products, creatinine and urea in our blood, helping to maintain hemoglobin at normal levels, regulating blood pressure, assisting in adequate absorption of calcium, therefore helping build strong bones.
He was fortunate enough to be put on the transplant list, and he had a transplant cadaverian. That's cadaver, somebody who is deceased.
Got the phone call at home, and my parents were home, and we jetted down to the Children's Hospital to accept the kidney.
Well, we were given 4 hours notification, and if we hadn't responded within that 4 hours, the kidney would have been given to somebody else. So he started to feel poorly and differently, and so he went into the clinic and he met with his medical team, and they did some tests, and they discovered that the kidney was in rejection. And once they tried a couple of attempts to reverse it. It held for a couple of weeks, a month, but then it just got too far, and the kidney rejected. His second transplant, they started doing live donors transplants in British Columbia. So they did the workup. It takes lots of blood samples, and blood tests, and various tests, psychological tests, to make sure that you're not coerced into it or doing it for the wrong reasons. You're doing it for the right reasons.
The days after the transplant, it's very stressful, and you're waiting for the organ to start working, so it's a sort of really precarious time, I guess, and kind of stressful, because you hope the organ will take and the transplant will be successful, and all that hard work that Jared's gone through is going to pay off.
And I needed for him to sustain life. He had the options were dialysis at that time.
Dialysis is when your kidneys don't work, you're put on a machine. After my second transplant failed, I had an opportunity that my nephrologist approached me with. He started a new program, a home dialysis program, doing it nocturnally. So I would do dialysis 8 hours at a time instead of 4 hours at a time, 3 times a week. I'd be doing it every day.
For one thing, it would mean the world. It would give us the freedom that we don't have now. Our bedroom is right now a dialysis unit. He does his dialysis treatments at home, so half our closet isn't a closet for clothes, it's for his medical supplies, and we've got a machine as a bedside table, not a bedside table.
You learn a lot about humility and how lucky we are. Every time I'm having a bad day, I think, you know what, I don't have to hook up to a machine tonight just to live, so my day is not going probably nearly as bad as Jared's is. So if I could ask anything of people, it would be that if you do mean or intend to be a donor, that you double check the registry to see if you are a donor, and if you're not, take the time to fill out a card from your motor vehicle branch or contact the BC Transplant Society.
But go online and you fill in your care card number, you press enter, and they say, you are registered. Thank you for registering as of such and such a date. So it's really easy to double check if you're registered or not, because a lot of people are uncertain when the policy changed from the sticker on the back of your license to having to fill out the form. So.